In 1982, the Gallup poll reported that between 4 and 15% of the population of Americans experience an NDE, a near-death experience. And this year, the European research has shown that 1 in 10 Europeans experience an NDE. So what is an NDE, a near-death experience? It is when you are declared physically dead. You are no longer alive. And yet, you're dead due to unexpected experiences like a medical condition or some sort of an accident, a plane accident, some sort of trauma, or there might be some other reason too. But despite being declared no longer alive, you experience consciousness and you're able to report things that you have said, heard, experienced somewhere else, which are then validated by somebody after you report what it is that you have to say. So, the second piece of a near-death experience is that usually it results in a significant impact on somebody's life in that they are spiritually transformed, that there is a profound change in how they view life, death, the meaning of life, experiences that are spiritual, and how they view God or Creator or the divine. So, why would I be talking to you about near-death experiences now? Because these are extraordinary experiences that offer us hope. Hope for those who are both living and those who are dying. And right now, in a pandemic, we have too many people dying. And we have far too many people who are grieving their loved ones. And all of us are grieving what is no longer our normal way of life. It's that we're in a new normal. So, about 3.5 decades ago, those with whom I was working started reporting to me their signs that they had from their deceased loved ones, their communication that they experienced with them, and I saw that in their stories they were sharing with me about connections with those who had died. They were healing. These were stories that had a healing power for them. So I felt I needed to do research, and I went to the research offered by my colleagues, psychologists, psychiatrists, doctors, scientists, and so on. And this was really important because the information that I got took me to near-death experiences. The research on that was beginning to blossom, and all of this material was helping me to help people heal their pain. Now, I want to share with you a story. It's about Lulette, a friend of mine who is from France. Many years ago, she shared with me that she suffered from tachycardia, and that's a condition where your heart is racing 100 beats a minute, and you have 3 irregular heartbeats, and you have chest discomfort, nausea, vomiting, and it can be fatal. She woke one morning, experienced this, called for help. There was nobody that answered. She got to the phone, called 911. They came, actually had to break the door down. The last memory she had was of being lifted onto a gurney and feeling like her body was floating upwards in the light. And she reported to me that as she got to the hospital, and that was the very last thing where she knew she was being shocked. The doctors were shocking her with a defibrillator. She also noticed that, well, I'll read your words. She wrote, there was a body, and it was me, because she was rising upwards now. She said, I was dying. I saw the doctors around me trying to revive me, and they tried 3 times. I felt so strange. Is this dying? She wondered. Oh, I'm dying. And it doesn't hurt. And she was surprised by that. And suddenly she saw her father, who had died in France 15 years earlier. And she had missed him so much. She loved him dearly. Well, while the doctors were giving the second shock, her father was pushing her gently back into her body, saying, go back, go, 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 go. By the third shock, she was in her body. And she's heard the doctors going, we did it, we did it. And she said, no, you didn't do it. My dad did it. She went on to say to me, dying, Susan, is like going from one room to another. it's very much like going through an invisible door. It's that easy, and it's not painful. And then she said, if it's that easy, then why are we so afraid? And to be continued.